Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the Medical Board of California Application Review and Special Programs Committee meeting. Pursuant to SB 189, this meeting is being conducted via WebEx. Public comments will be heard for individuals wishing to do so. In order to be ready for public comment, we ask that you please ensure your comments can be heard clearly by being connected to the audio of this meeting through the proper method. If you are having difficulty hearing the audio of this meeting, it could be because the device you are connecting with has bandwidth limitations. If you do have difficulty hearing the audio of this meeting using your device, please click the ellipsis button at the bottom of the WebEx application or the audio and video menu item at the top of the WebEx application, and then select Switch Audio. You will see an option to call in and will be provided with a telephone number, access code, and attendee ID that can be used to connect to the meeting audio via phone. Using the information provided, it will automatically disconnect your device's audio and connect your phone to the name you joined the meeting with. By using this method, if you are having audio problems with your device, this will still allow you to participate and hear the audio of the board meeting. Please see the instructions on how to connect link on the last page of the meeting agenda for step-by-step WebEx instructions, including screenshots. Thank you, Ms. Lawson. You can now start the meeting.
Thank you, Sean, and good afternoon. I'm Christina Lawson, the chair of the Application Review and Special Programs Committee. I'd like to welcome you to our WebEx meeting this Friday afternoon. Please do turn your cell phones to silent, and because this meeting is being conducted via WebEx, I will also ask all committee members and any speakers to please announce themselves by name before speaking for clarity of the official record. Dr. Hawkins, you and I, as the committee members, are able to unmute ourselves to speak during the meeting, but please place yourself back on mute when not speaking. Following this online meeting etiquette will ensure the best audio quality for everyone. During each call for comments, we will ensure that all comments can be accommodated are heard before proceeding with the agenda. We do have a designated time on the agenda for public comment, and I'll ask for public comment then. This is an official business meeting of the Medical Board of California, and as such, disruptions of the board's business will not be tolerated. As Sean mentioned, during each call for public comments, the host moderating is going to activate the hand raising and Q&A features, and we'll ask anyone wishing to make a public comment then to do so by raising their hand. Only one public comment is going to be allowed per attendee. Please see page 2 of the agenda for WebEx instructions on how to connect from the link on the agenda and additional instructions. During agenda item 2, public comments on items not on the agenda, we will limit the public comment time for the total public comment period for individuals to 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, no further comments will be accepted. The board's IT staff will assist me with receiving the public comments via WebEx, and today's meeting will be run according to the Open Meeting Act as required by law. I will now call this meeting to order. It is 3:03 p.m. And I guess, Dr. Hawkins, it's just you and me. And so please indicate if you're here when your name is called. Ms. Williams, please call the roll.
Hello, this is Miranda. Dr. Hawkins?
Here.
Ms. Lawson?
Here. All right, thank you. We have a quorum. The next agenda item is public comment on items not on the agenda. The committee may not discuss or take action on any matter raised during this public comment section, except to decide whether to place the matter on the agenda of a future meeting. Are there any public comments on items on the agenda?
Sorry, Ms. Lawson. I've activated the Q&A window and the hand raising features in WebEx. Anyone wishing to make a public comment, please raise your hand or just type anything in that Q&A box. It doesn't need to be your question, and we will call on you in order received. Give everyone a minute or two here. First up here, we have Susan Lauren. Susan, you should be receiving a prompt on your end to unmute your line.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I'm Susan Lauren. I didn't want to miss an opportunity to speak. It's unfortunate that I have to keep calling. Emily Ross writes the Medical Board Consumer Corner. I recommend that you get a consumer to write the Consumer Corner. This month, she writes more misleading information. She's either uninformed or against consumer safety. She's encouraging people to go to doctors for cosmetic procedures and putting the public's trust in the licenses of doctors licensed by the medical board. Cosmetic and plastic procedures risk a healthy person's life, and many of them are scams. this thing about doing your research that phrase just needs to stop, because myself and just hundreds and thousands of other people quote do our research and we are misled. You all know this already, and you haven't done anything about it. I understand in the last meeting, President Lawson said that you have the most progressive set of, I'm sorry, I'm in a lot of pain, as you know, so it's hard to talk. You have the most progressive agenda to give to the legislators, which I see is true. But it's not enough. And unless you stop the source of the harm, you're doing nothing to protect the consumers in California. Emily Ross was condescending to consumers and blamed the victims in a past column. This needs to stop. I'm asking for consumers such as me that have real life experience to write that column and to give the truth to other Californians. Also, there was a news report on NBC Los Angeles last week about a harmful plastic surgeon, and actually this week. He's harmed so many people. He and Terry Dubrow, who came to my trial in civil court of assault, which I was assaulted by Saul Berger badly, and he left me with nothing to live on, destitute. Please don't roll your eyes at that. How would you like to be destitute? It's not good. I am a hardworking person, worked hard all my life to help people. I should not be in this position, and what do I have to do? I'm asking for help to protect people like me.
30 seconds for me.
Thank you. This idea of all these procedures, liposuction, BBL, these are insane. These are not medical procedures. You never address the truth about Terry Dubrow, the bad procedures. It just goes on and on. These are crimes. And by standing back and not doing anything, you're part of it. And if the person I take care of, dies before me, I'm not going to have the money to live, literally. And you have done that. You need to stop this. You need to stop it, and you need to help the victims. Thank you.
Thank you for your public comment. This time, Ms. Lawson, I do not see any additional requests.
All right, thank you. And thank you for your public comment. We'll bring it back to the board. And we're going to be moving on to agenda item 3, which is in closed session. So we're going to move over to the closed session, and we will return to open session before adjournment of the meeting. And Sean, I think there's some instructions for us to go to the WebEx closed session, correct? Am I right about that, or are we staying here?
Sorry, I was on mute. No, you have a second invite for the closed session, so you guys can go ahead and leave this meeting. I'll be leaving it open for the public, putting up a closed session message here in just a few minutes, and I'll keep this meeting open, and we'll return for adjournment at the conclusion of the closed session.
Great. Thanks, John.
See you guys over there. Thank you.
See you in closed session. All right, we're back. We're back in open session, but given that there is no further business of this committee, this concludes our meeting. Thank you all for your time. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay dry. See you soon. The meeting's adjourned.
Thank you.